Alright guys, hello and welcome to the video. We're going to be on Ruinberg. For this one, I actually titled this on my replay, right? I titled it Erlenberg. I always get the two mixed up. But this is going to be Ruinberg. And Ruinberg, man, like this map, man, let me just tell you guys, it's better than Himmelsdorf and Ensk in my eyes, but it's very, very tricky when you get this map with a vehicle like the LHM TV. So if you get the map like in the LT432 and the Hawk 30 and the T54 lightweight and tanks, light tanks that can actually kind of brawl, you're going to be okay. But when you get a vehicle such as the LHM TV on this map or the Even 90, if you're in the Even 90, that also sucks. And yeah, you just kind of have to manage the best you can, right? So I'm poking here. I'm trying to see if I can get a shot into these guys that are crossing like the 176. This is really risky, but it's like, what else are you going to do on this map? And eventually, guys, you're going to see that this game gets pretty close towards the end, right? That's kind of what I want to show you. I'm going to start fast forwarding a bit. I'm just kind of giving you the overview of what's going on here. Like tier 8 game, LHM TV. LHM TV kind of sucks on Ruinberg. Most light tanks kind of suck on Ruinberg if you get it. And Ruinberg just kind of sucks in general, unless you're a heavy tank, really. But let's kind of advance here. You're going to see me poking, like trying to get shots. Ruinberg, again, one of those maps, like nothing, this isn't going to help you guys become a better light tank player. Me showing you these things, like, it's very basic, right? We're just kind of, for lack of better term, just wasting our time here trying to like get the game to progress, right? That's all you're really doing is just waiting for the game to progress. But here's where it gets interesting, right? If this line is left open, and I've told you guys this before, if this line is left open, in fact, I'm just going to go to free replay camera. You guys don't really need to see the view range circles. It messes up the view range circles, but I've showed this before, but I'm going to show it again because it's been a while since I've done this. What ends up happening here, guys, is on this portion of the map, right, you kind of have a brawling sector that a lot of people don't know about, right? A lot of people will sit like on this corner right here. Well, that's a bad drawing. And this corner right here. You guys know what I'm saying, right? And then sometimes you'll get someone that'll like come like this and sit right on this little mound so that they're perma-lighting people here. And it's just like this stupid game of whoever can, I don't know, like get the most tanks on this corner. Because usually this team from the west spawn, well, west from where we are, right? Let me see what this actually is. So we are on the east side of this map, so I guess it would actually be the south spawn, if I'm looking at that correctly. But the side on our left from this view, right, usually has a better time poking this corner just because of the way it is over here. I don't know how to explain it. It's easier to poke on this corner than it is to poke on this one, because if you poke on this corner, you will get hit by people over here. But if you poke here, you don't necessarily get hit by the people here. It's just the way it works. So they have the advantage over there. However, you have the advantage in this area. I'm going to show you guys why, because a lot of people don't understand this. If this is left uncontested and you do not have like an enemy medium or whatever poking here or here or here or whatever, you can actually drive through here all the way through like this to right where I am and where this guy is. And then because a lot of people like to sit in this pocket and in this pocket, right, to take shots at the mid, you have easy shots into the back or the side of these people right here, like we're doing right now against, I believe it's the Senlek, right? So you have this angle, and again, I'm going to redraw this because I know I'm drawing a lot on the map, but you come up like this, as long as you're not contested here, and you take shots like that. And it's really, really easy to do because you have this building here blocking you from all the tank destroyers that are sitting way back in this area. Whereas for the other side, for the left side, right, if they're advancing like this, they got to be really careful because you can make the same play and poke like this and then shoot someone like this, right? But look, there's no cover right here. You only have this one building, so if someone in a tank destroyer is sitting out in like this area, which is kind of common, you're going to get whacked, right? Like you're going to get whacked hard. It's usually like a Su-130 back there or something like that. If you're in the higher tiers, maybe it's a Gorilla. Like someone likely sits on this corner waiting for it to happen, guys. I'm telling you, just trust me. It, like most times that I'm making this play, I will get whacked by someone sitting back there. So that's kind of the advantage and the disadvantage, right? So this side of the map, and I think it's backwards because of my camera, right? But I'm talking about the right side of the map has the advantage up here So if you're coming from this way, you kind of have the advantage. If you're coming from this way, you have the advantage on this corner. A lot of your guys can sit and get shots going like this, right? At people that are here or here. So that's how Ruinberg works, and I really like to draw that out and explain it to everybody, right? So that you can understand what you're seeing from a bird's eye view. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm poking on the Senlik, right? And the CS52 Liss and I are poking on the Senlik, and we have the advantage here. Like, we can poke on this guy all day long, man, and as long as we're not being contested, we just keep doing it, right? Like, there's no reason to not do it in my eyes. So you just keep poking and like Senlik, because you know what I'm saying, man? Like, the Senlik has no choice but to stay here, because now if he tries to run away, he's going to get spotted and hit by like the even 90 KPZ. And this is the way this map has to work, man. You have to kind of like catch people out, catch people off guard in these areas. And now the UDES is kind of in a bad area, so I'm going to poke on him real quick. I should have turned around because the turret's on the back. But see how the CS52 Liss, this guy is playing very smart. He's using these two buildings, and he can get a shot on the UDES, except the KPZ now pokes here as well. So this is all about positioning. It's really all, it's like one of those things, it's all about positioning, right? And I'm trying to poke out, get a shot into the UDES without getting lit. I'm trying to use like this tree, and there's like a tree that got knocked down here, and I can actually kind of poke and not get spotted taking a shot at the UDES. So again, it's all about positioning on this eastern portion of the map, right? And that's what I want to emphasize for you guys in this video. Like, really just pay attention to where all the angles are, you know? And if you want, go back to when I was in a bird's eye view and just look at all the buildings. Look at the different angles you have on people, right? That's what you have to do from especially this, you know, very far eastern side of the map. That's how it works over there. And that's how the advantage-disadvantage works, in my opinion. I feel like these guys kind of have an advantage in the city, but you kind of have an advantage in this other little village area, if you want to call it that. So we're going to advance here, and now I'm going to show you the end of this game, right? I'm just going to fast forward and show you kind of what happens at the end. You can watch me here, but it's more important to see what's going to happen at the end. I'm just poking this corner here. There's a little mound. I'm trying to see if I can get shots at the BZ-176. The BZs have a lot of armor, man. This is not an easy thing for me to do, but I'm going to continue doing so and just trying to like spot them as well, because this is where my team is now, right? We haven't even taken the eastern side of this map. I feel like we had a lot of defensive players, and I have 1500 damage. I feel like I've done my job to try and influence the team to advance and be more aggressive, but this team has just been very passive, and now we're in a situation where I'm full HP, yes, but I'm not going to run out in front of a Ferdinand, in front of a BZ-176, in front of these big hitters and stuff. Like, there's no point, man. I'm just going to stay back. I have 2 kills, 1600 damage now, and we need to just kind of keep almost luring this enemy team in, because it's all we can do at this point. We haven't taken any of the map. They have the entire west side of the map and half of the east side of the map. We're using a quarter of the map to try and defend ourselves. It's not looking good. I'm going to take a shot at this Progetto. He kind of comes out of nowhere. Maybe he was marked there on the map, but I just didn't see him, man. And I pulled up and I took that shot. And it's good we're able to clean him up. And then we're looking for a shot at the VK here. I'm going to be able to get that shot into his small lower plate in the middle there. That's where you want to shoot those things. Or you can shoot him in the cap also. That's an option, but I think even the cap has like 200 something millimeters of armor, so you might not be able to pen it. But the LHM TV does have pretty good pen, so that's something to keep in mind. So it's 10-10 now, guys. We're up, according to this, we're up by a little bit of HP, but it's possible that some of these guys could have went out of my render range at some point. I don't know. It's Ruinberg, so it's likely that this is the actual HP difference, right? So we have a little bit more HP, but look at my team, man. Like, everyone's just kind of camping. So I'm not going to run out here, and this guy says need eyes, and I'm like, dude, you know, like, what do you want me to do? You know, I don't think I even replied to him, but this is like how most players, and I'm not trying to insult this guy. It's just, again, I tell you guys this every video. This is how most players see the game. Like, light tank, go spot. Like, go spot. We need eyes. Like, what am I going to spot that you're going to be able to hit if I run this ridge line, right? Or even if I run this way, right? Like, what is the ISU going to be able to hit that I can't spot from here? Right? So it's better to just sit still and wait and just kind of allow people to push in if your team is all going to sit in the back of the map, right? And I don't blame a lot of these guys. The KPZ is a one-shot. The ISU has 839 HP, but he's a turretless tank. The Charioteer is kind of like a turd tank. I mean, yeah, it's a decent tank destroyer, but I mean, it has no armor, right? So, again, I wouldn't want to run out if I was the Charioteer. He only has about half of his HP. And then you have the Borisk. The Borisk is full HP, but he's got a 2-round clip. He's going to need support, right? So I told these guys in the chat, if y'all are going to sit where you're sitting, this is all I can do safely, right? And that's not me being rude. I'm just saying, your choice. I don't care. Like, I don't mind what you guys do, but I'm not going to run out there if you all are going to sit still. So that's what I'm trying to explain. It's like there's no reason for me to run out and spot anything past like this F line if you guys are going to sit all the way in the back here, because you won't have shots anyway. And I said I don't even run optics on this map because I'm running a damage setup. Right, I will show you. I will actually tell you guys what it is. It's vents in the scouting slot, rammer, and then the improved aiming. Right, so that's what I'm running on this map. I'm not even running optics, guys. Again, my view range circle is gone, but I think I have like 430 or 40 view range. That's it. No CVS or anything. So we kind of just have to wait for these people to come in. And what you're going to end up seeing here is, I'll just let you guys know now, this ends up being a draw, right? Because what else can you do, right? Like, I don't know how else to explain this for you guys, you know? Hopefully you understand what I'm saying, but I just don't know what else to do here. Now I'm running the ridgeline here, trying to see if anyone is going to come in. I'm getting a little more aggressive, Su-130 ends up right here, and there's just no way these guys are going to get shots, right? That's why I'm saying, like, there's no point in me trying to advance, because you have 2 Su-130s sitting out here, and if I try and go out and spot, I'm just going to get whacked anyway. So you have to kind of know what you can get away with, right? And you don't want to bite off more than you can chew. And if everyone's just going to sit in the back, it's going to end up being a draw, right, guys? So I'm going to hang out. I'm going to wait until there's like, I don't know, 30 seconds left. And then I'm going to YOLO into the Su-130 to try and get a little more damage. And now people are just waiting way too long. Finally, people are starting to move around, but it's like there's 20 seconds left, man. GG, right? We get a draw. And now I'm going to run through here. Luckily, the Su-130 just fired, so I can get another shot into him. And then I fool this guy somehow. I think I end up like just, yeah, going to the other side of him, and he's not able to reload fast enough before I'm able to get this shot into him. So he's trying there. I think he actually misses. And there we go. We kill him there. And 2,600 damage, 5 kills, guys. So this is what you have to do. I only had 8 shells left. I don't think I would have even been able to... It depends on the HP of the Basante. What do they have? 15... I can barely see it with my camera. No, they actually had like 1,000 HP, so we would have been able to carry this if it was just me. Maybe, like if we got lucky, right? Basante 392. Yeah, and the Batchat only had 640 HP according to this. So, but if I have to face him head on, he has the clip, right? He should win that every time. But yeah, man, that's it, guys. Like Ruinberg, just don't... My whole point of showing you this video is don't run out and try and spot for people that are telling you to go spot on a map like Ruinberg, man. Like, if everyone's going to sit in the back of the map, all you can do is kind of passive scout. Just passive scout. Don't go crazy, right? As soon as I tried to go out here and active scout for these guys, I got whacked by the Su-130, and we're lucky we didn't get whacked by the other Su-130. By the way, this guy... Logie Cole says, "Hi, Whirls, love your vids." Appreciate that, my man, if you're watching this one. Shout out to you, brother. But that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will show you the templates and let you guys go. So this was a third-class game, 2,600 damage, 576 experience. We had 5 kills. I couldn't believe this was only a third class. I thought maybe second class or something, but is what it is, man. Logie Cole did a lot of damage here. KPZ did a lot of damage, but a lot of other people are just very passive, man. And when you don't have a lot of HP, usually the team that pushes in is going to be the team that loses. So you can't really blame people, but at the same time, you kind of can if you're the light tank, right? But I'm not going to get in the chat and be rude to people. Like, maybe I come across as rude, but all I was saying was like, I don't really care what you guys do, but if you're going to do this, then this is all I can do. So, and there you go, guys. Let's take a look at the detailed report. Let you guys go. 17 shots fired, 14 hits, 13 pens, and obviously a 15-minute game, a draw, boo-hoo. It's the same as a loss, and we just have to move on and play the next game. Hope you enjoyed. Take care. Catch you for the next one. Bye-bye.